Shantogen.
Good evening and welcome to another Is It Worth video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Razorfen as a transmog farm. Is it worth? No spoilers, but I'm probably sure that you've done skip to the end and cheated to see how much I made, so let's just go ahead and dive into the video. Razorfen Kraul, or RFK to the cool kids, is a classic dungeon located in Southern Barrens. There are two dungeons down there, the other one being Razorfen Downs. RFK is a solid place to farm transmog to sell, and you will soon see why by the end of this video, but first I want to talk a little bit about transmog farming. Rule number 1. If you expect to make money off of transmog, you need to have a lot on the auction house. We're not talking 25 or 50, we talking hundreds, if not thousands. See, transmog is a numbers game, but if you only post 100 transmog items, you may sell 1 or 2 a day, or every other day. But if you post 1,000 transmog items, now you're looking at 10, maybe 10, 15 a day. The more you have, the more variety you post, the better odds you will sell something in a day. Rule number 2, set a minimum price point. For me, that's about 50 gold. Anything below gets vendor trash, anything above gets posted. Mine is low because I'm still building stock, but if you already have 1,000 or more transmog items, then you may want to consider bumping up that number to maybe say 100 gold or 150 gold minimum. The choice is yours to make. Rule number 3, it will not sell in your bags. You must post constantly. Yes, this does mean starting your day spending 30 minutes running from the mailbox to the auctioneer, back to the mailbox, back to the auctioneer, posting hundreds of auctions, but trust me, better on the auction house than it is in your bags. Rule number 4. Rule number 5. Profit. So now onto RFK. I suggest using a druid, because at least for my slow ass, it takes around 4.5 minutes to 5 per run, as long as I use a moonwalk to teleport back to the entrance instead of running out. But always remember to reset the instance before teleporting back, because if you don't, it will just place you at the last checkpoint in the dungeon and you'll have to wait out the cooldown timer or run out of the instance. That being said, using a druid, you can easily fit 10 runs in under an hour, even taking breaks to sell stuff for more bag space, which is a concern in here for the amount of things that drop. I had to sell about 3 times this run and had my bags almost packed by the end, with mostly transmogs to sell. As for the run, there are a few things to remember. There are some mobs that spawn with the tripwires inside, and you will want to hit those for extra loot chance. However, you can skip the one close to the boar boss, as it doesn't spawn, rather just alerts a pack next to the hut. The route that I took, I actually ended up cutting behind them, so killed them first before even hitting the tripwire. Don't be like me and accidentally run through the tripwire on your way back though, and having to stare at the debuff bar at your own incompetence. Also, you don't need to kill the neutral killboar mobs, as they do not drop any loot, but you will want to kill the neutral frogs because they do. Speaking of frogs, the frog boss almost always drops one blue BOE item that you can sell on the auction house, which is another plus for running this dungeon for transmogs. As far as mechanics go, that is pretty much it. Use speed ups constantly, make sure the mob aggro when you run past and it doesn't stay behind, and always be on the lookout for unlocked chests. Kill everything, rinse, repeat, profit. My results were as follows: 10 runs in 51 minutes 21 seconds. TSM region market value of looted items was 161,472 gold. Raw gold looted was 657 gold. That boils down to roughly 3,135 gold per minute. So to answer the question, is it worth? For transmog, absolutely yes. Even at my slow pace, it provides a considerable gold per hour and has a lot of greens and blues to sell. For raw gold, absolutely not. Come on. 657 gold in an hour? I made 12 gold, 75 silver a minute in there. I can kill mobs in BFA and get a better gold per hour than that. For materials? Not really. Yes, there are some old world crafting mats to be had in there, but not a reliable source for them. They're kind of like little cherries on top of the transmog cake, if you will. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to give it a like, and if you want to see more, consider hitting the subscribe button to get notified for future videos. You can also check me out on Twitch, where I stream roughly every other day or so at twitch.tv/Shantogen. That's SHANTOGEN. That's all for now, and as we say, hasta mañana.